would say back in the saddle again, but we were back last week, man. Like,
yes. Well, now you can see my face though. No more Gaylord Perry avatar.
Yeah, and the beefcake ratings are going to go through the roof. Right?
We can A/B test this one. This first,
right? All the ladies tuned out last week, but they are back, I'm sure. Happy to be here. It's the Eternal Baseball Podcast. Glad you're with us here tonight. I'm Mark. That's Brent. We're the owners and co-founders and lifelong friends behind Eternal Baseball here in our 5th season. And pretty excited tonight. Well, we try to very carefully get every team on the game of the week by the end of the year. And once in a while, teams that are scuffling a bit trail, and we end up getting them on very late in the season. So we don't want to do that again. We want to make it so nobody's out of it a quarter of the way into the season. We do want to say hey to Dave.
Welcome, Dave.
Tonight, mini spoiler, but not if you were paying attention, because tonight it is the Tampa Bay Rays against the Milwaukee Brewers. I'm going to see if I can get my camera focus in a little bit better. There we go.
I can raise my chair up a little bit.
Want to be sharp. We don't want to mess with this.
There. Just went the wrong direction.
My chair does that all the time.
Oh, there we go.
So the Brewers aren't bad. They are, what are they? 2 games back in their division from the White Sox. They're, I think, 1 game under. The Rays are having a tough season. They always do. And that's no indictment of Tampa as a franchise. They just haven't been around as long as most of the other franchises. And if one thing will keep you competitive in Eternal Baseball, it's franchise longevity. So the Rays have it rough, but they're playing pretty well right now. I think they've won 4 of their last 6. So no spin on, what are they, 12 and no spin on 12 and 35, but they're playing well right now. Yeah, here we go.
We should have.
I should have done that. But it's I think it's Rays at Brewers. So
welcome, Cameron.
Cameron's in here. It's good to see the diehards with us tonight. Not even Rays at Brewers can scare away Mr. Fletcher, Mr. Azari, Mr. McDonald. So we appreciate you guys and dozens more showing up, I'm sure, as the game gets hot. So let me share the week that was here. Or actually, first let me get into the news and notes. So Eternal Baseball, if you're new to the show, we call it the best baseball ever. It's every player in Major League history, all at their peak, what we call statistical peak. So that's their best 3 consecutive seasons averaged to isolate when they were at their best in their career. Those guys make the rosters. And I love this. I may steal it. Because, man, I love This Week in Baseball. Growing up when there wasn't much baseball on television, man, Twib Notes were the best. And man, we should see if it's public domain, the music they played over the outro. I forget the name of it. Oh, it was so good.
Let's do a little research.
We'll dig into that. Yeah, it should be a musical program, especially because I don't know if you know, but Brent and I have phenomenal singing voices. So we get Nitz and Rab on here. We can do our old barbershop quartet. It'll be amazing. But anyway, so your best players on your favorite team, all at their statistical peak, simultaneously competing for an Eternal Championship. It's pretty slick. This is our 5th season. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. You can find everything at eternalbaseball.com, and everything's completely free. So the price is right. Don't like it, get your money back. That's our guarantee to you. And we do want to wish happy birthday to Charlie Huff, who had a real good game last week. Knuckleball was working. Riggs Stevenson, a turn of the last century Cubs star. Jeff Facero, who was one of my favorite Expos. And I always was hoping he'd get to my Yanks, but it never quite happened. Jim Gantner, for all you Brewer fans out there. Eduardo Escobar and Danny Jackson. There are some of your luminaries for today. Some of the bad news, and we'll mea culpa this a little bit, and we mentioned this in our Eternal Baseball newsletter, which goes out every Friday free. Just sign up at eternalbaseball.com. One of the only drawbacks to the software we use, which is Action PC Baseball from DKSports.com, is they have a little bit of trouble handling the calendar mechanics of our season because we start in November and roll over into the next year and wrap it up in June. Like right now, man, the calendar will show that we're playing in January 2024. So legit, every box score I post, what was that? I got to change the year from 2024 to 2025. And before, when we simulate games in the fall, every time I go to simulate a game, it goes, wait, there's unplayed games from January. Are you sure? I get it. We're a little non-traditional as far as our schedule goes, but that lets you have baseball all year because we fill in when MLB goes away. So that's what we're dealing with right now is the flip. But once in a while, there will be a season-ending injury in December that just doesn't track. I actually announced Al Simmons of the A's was done for the year, and then he showed up available in our game of the week. So I tried not to pull the plug on anybody's season until we crested over into the new year. And then you found out who's really gone. And a couple of these are absolute crushers. So I think there's 8 guys done for the year. Michael Conforto, the Mets outfielder. That stings a bit. Roberto Clemente of the Pirates.
That's a big one.
Not that they don't have the depth. I think they'll still be competitive, but you never want to see a guy like Clemente on the shelf. Fred McGriff from the Braves, Charlie Blackmon from the Rockies, Ernie Witt from Toronto.
Oh, that's a huge one.
Country
Ernie Witt.
Oh, but the killer, man. Because the Birmingham Knights, who've won their American League South our first 4 seasons, it looked like the Royals were making a little push, and they're the team most likely to get them. And then George Brett goes down for the year. And
couldn't have been Buddy Biancalana.
No, and the Royals said, you know what? One player doesn't define our season, and they rushed out to a 1-5 week. So it turned out the lights in Kansas City. Sorry,
Kevin Seitzer isn't quite the replacement we were hoping.
Let's go, Seitzer. And then just yesterday, Bill Dickey, the Yankees catcher, tore something, and he's done for the year. And then Justin Morneau of the Twins. It's gone as well. So, trouble. Lots of people getting hurt.
Got some baseball bunch with the montage of the San Diego chicken. Oh, that'd be a good one.
Love the chicken. And then, most of these guys are done for the year with hemorrhoids, which is weird, but apparently contagious in eternal baseball. So wash your hands. What else do we have? Oh, looking at the week that was. So let me pop that up. Share my screen.
I'm just pleased that's a Tillman jersey because for a second there, I thought it was a Vontaze Burfict jersey.
Right?
And, I was really going to have to question everything.
The ironic thing about Burfict as a Sun Devil,
was he a Sun Devil?
Yes. And they couldn't wait for him to go pro because they couldn't control him, right? Nobody did. He was an absolute wild man. But he had so many late hits and dumb, violent penalties that I think he went undrafted. Nobody wanted to pay him. And so that was when the Bengals were walking on the seedy side of the street a little bit. And Marvin Lewis looked at the talent and went, I can fix him. And I mean, they got productive years out of him, but as an ASU grad and a Steeler fan, right after I graduated, the next 3 money Sun Devils who hit the draft were tight end Todd Heap, linebacker Terrell Suggs, and linebacker Vontaze Burfict. And they went to Ravens, Bengals. Jeez. And I'm like, could somebody stop? Could my enemy team stop drafting my Sun Devils, please? Holy smokes. So, but Burfict is the guy who absolutely murdered Antonio Brown going across the middle for that 3 seconds left to play 4th down personal foul that set up a no time on the clock field goal to eliminate the Bengals from the playoffs. And some people say that Brown mentally never recovered from that concussion. He didn't play the next week. He was done for the year when they lost in Denver the next week. But you remember Antonio Brown was just fabulous the first 7 years of his career. Right. And then he was a wild man lunatic the last 5. So I'd like to thank Vontaze Burfict for going go a lot of late hits for my Sun Devils, and then going to the Bengals, and then possibly ruining Antonio Brown's career. Good for you.
That was a hit. I remember that one.
Oh, it was so bad. And yeah, don't tease me here, Cameron, because man, if I had 18 more hours in the day, we could absolutely do a Some Eternal thing. I'm actually surprised nobody's seen what we're doing and gone, hey, what about Eternal Hockey or whatever, But that's
with our blessing.
Yeah, don't copy our secret sauce. But anyway, okay, so the week that was, here's what we're looking at again. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's a good call right there. So here we are. The week that was, we're out here in week 8. The teams that really took off this week, both the Chicago teams, 5-1. The White Sox have pulled ahead 2 games in that American League North. The Cubs are really rolling, and I think they're tied up across that NL North. But the NL North is always a monster, right? With Cubs, Reds, Cardinals, Pirates. So you got 4 completely veteran franchises slugging it out every year. I mentioned the Royals are still in mourning over George Brett. The Angels woke up. That's their 3rd winning week, but their best week of the year so far. The Yankees actually had a down week, 2-4, coming off 4 straight 5-1 weeks. And that was mainly, they played Oakland, who's the best team in the league, and dropped 2 out of 3. And then they've dropped 2, the first 2 of a set with Detroit. And Detroit's trying to get off the deck a little bit in that American League North. So good to see some people taking a bite out of the apple. So that's what the week that was looked like. Here's what the standings.
Eternal curling. That would have been good.
Oh my goodness. I almost missed that. That's a good idea. And speaking of
34-hour day.
Travel,
wow.
Oh, then rode in the car 4, wait for it. Oh. Worst I ever had was like a 15-hour flight from LA to Hong Kong. And I'd never flown that far before in my life. And I fly okay for a big guy. I just know I'm going to be uncomfortable. As long as the guy in front doesn't put his seat back, I'm good. And it was one of the most terrifying moments of my life. Dead asleep, middle of the night, jet black outside, flying over the Pacific. Like 3:30 in the morning, the guy behind me has to use the restroom. And to get up, he grabbed my seat, the back of my seat, and pulled himself up. So I fell asleep over the black of the Pacific and woke up over the black of the Pacific with the feeling that I was falling. And good for me that I didn't scream, but I clutched my own heart and I could feel it going faster.
No one would have convicted you if you would have thrown a haymaker right there.
I was like, when he comes back, he and I are going to have words. And then by the time he got back,
you were asleep.
No, it was 4 a.m. I didn't sleep for like an hour. It took a while to get the ticker calmed down. But everybody else was asleep. What am I going to do, right, to this guy? So I let it go. But man, it was a rough one. All right, so looking around the divisions, we talked about this on the Eternal Baseball newsletter this week. The Dodgers are the best team in the National League, and it's not close. But they're only 6 games up on the Giants, and the Giants played pretty much all of December without Willie Mays and Barry Bonds, who were both hurt. So not a bad, I was going to say shot in the arm, but that's maybe a little too close. Not a bad jolt to the lineup to get Bonds and Mays back. So we'll see if the Giants make that push. The Astros and Braves traditionally duel over the National League South. The Astros are up 2 games on Atlanta. Up here in the North, Chicago and St. Louis tied for the lead. Pittsburgh only 3 backs. Cincinnati's 7 back. But a fan asked us to load up Veda Pinson this week because they've been a little shaky in the outfield. So, and I didn't realize it was one of my own Easter egg bombs. So I put Pinson up, but I have to select him manually to go in the lineup because truly his numbers, even his peak numbers, wouldn't necessarily put him into the Reds outfield. But remember, we're talking George Foster, Frank Robinson, and Eric Davis, right? It is not a light outfield in Cincinnati. plus some other guys, Ed Roush and some others that are really, really good players. So I had to put Pinson in myself. Pinson, I think, in left, Davis, and Frank Robinson for that first game. And when the players popped up and populated on the actual field, the thumbnail for Veda Pinson, maybe I can show you. I wasn't ready for this, and I did it to myself. Let's look at the batters here. Yeah, see if you can find Veda Pinson. The Dark Lord of the Sith covering left field. So it's pretty good when you can make yourself giggle with a pop you didn't know was coming. So we all faith in you, Lord Pinson. We hope you have a lovely season. Out in the East, Philadelphia's up 4 games on New York, 5 on Montreal. Oakland's the best team in all of Eternal Baseball and the defending champs. They've got an 8-game lead on Seattle and Minnesota, but Seattle and Minnesota would be the two wild card teams if the season ended today. So being 8 games back of the best team in the whole league is no badge of shame.
Yeah, hanging around,
playing well. So we'll look forward to the Twins and the Mariners continuing that role. Birmingham has not been very good because they're usually incredible. 3 games under. I believe Kansas City and Texas.
Yeah, that's distance. They're getting
4 games back at 18 and 29.
Striking distance,
lucky, right? We'll see. In the North, everybody's in it. Chicago's up 2 games on Milwaukee, 3 on Cleveland, 3 on Detroit. In the East, the Yankees have a 6-game lead on the Red Sox and an 8-game lead on Baltimore. Toronto's a little ways back at 13. We also took a look at, if you look over here at Carl Mays on the pitching leaders, 10 starts for Boston, 9 complete games, 10 wins, and a 1.91 ERA. So if only they could get, actually Pedro has been pretty good too, but if they could get Clemens and that stiff Cy Young to carry their weight, Boston might get back in this. So that's what we're looking at around the league. But our game of the week, and the one nice thing about the calendar flipping is when I go play, we're already in January, where it thinks we should be. It just thinks it's last January. Whatever. We'll get through it. In game 1 of the series, Randy Arozarena, remember, he'll be a Ray until he's been somewhere else longer. So Randy's going to be there a while. He stole 2 bases, singled and homered, drove in 3. The Rays beat the Brewers in the opener 8-5. And then the game 2 recap, that's today's game. Jeff Cirillo homered and drove in 3 runs. Ben Sheets threw 7 strong innings, and Ken Sanders had a 2-inning save as the Brewers sank the Rays 5-2. So that brings us to today's game of the week, where Tampa will send Blake Snell to the mound. Snell is 1-6, but remember the team is 12-35. But he has a 3.74. That's not bad. Here we go. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm missing something. Cameron Fletcher giving Carl Mays his flowers. And I appreciate you tuning in at all with the NFL Game of the Year on with your Lions. So kudos to you, Tino. I hope you've seen the Tigers pummel my Yankees the last 2 days, and Ty Cobb leading the charge. So we'll root for Tyrus to keep hitting.
Trying to think.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
No, you were first.
Oh, I was just trying to think what other Star Wars names we could give our players. And the only one I can think of is Grand Moff Larkin.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but it wouldn't quite be the same graphic. I don't know.
I don't think Manny Moda is on the team, but it would be Manny Yoda. That's pretty easy.
Yeah, there you go.
We can do that. And look at this. The Bears. I had to explain the whole the Bears thing to my daughter today. She just had no reference for it, right? Ty is over 220. That's right, man. Considering where he came from, he was at like 170.
There's got to be something in the code, man.
They just hate him. Like I wonder, because he's had 4 bad years, right? Like remember when the best pitchers, all in their prime, face the best hitters, all in their prime, everybody's numbers, career numbers, sink about 25%. So nobody should be doing as well as you think they should. A couple of spikes because every player's numbers are randomized a bit before the year. There ain't no way Ty Cobb should have 4 bad years in a row. So I've always wondered, because the bunt was such a big part of his arsenal, basically if they came up, he smashed it past them, and if they held back, he dropped it down and they couldn't stop him. And I wonder if the software just can't process that, right?
Mm.
Doesn't know how to handle it, right? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might actually be Ty.
That might be the Occam's razor.
It might be Ty's fault. One of the funny things, Roto puts up most of the historical quotes and the quality slice of baseball on our Facebook page. And once in a while, when there's a really aggressive Ty Cobb quote, and there are plenty of aggressive Ty Cobb quotes, his granddaughter will email and say, I don't think he's actually said that. And I'll have to actually look up, where it came from and where it's cited. And I think there was one that actually was in Baseball Almanac, but uncredited. And I'm like, okay, we'll take that one down. But it sounded like Ty. But, that's fine. Oh, here's Cameron tuning in. Yeah, that's great. Jordan had a line like that about a year ago, and they said, how would your Bulls teams do against Steph's Warriors team? And he said, honestly, we'd probably lose in 7 games. And he said, you think it'd go 7? He said, yeah, I'd probably go 7, but most of us are like 50 or 60 now. Very, very nice.
I was going to say, man, there's no way Jordan would have conceded that one.
Yeah, exactly, right. I like that he's being quasi-realistic, and then the hook, right? Very, very nice. So here we go. I haven't seen tomorrow's games yet, which means it's going to be a late night in the Weber household. But let's get going on Tampa and Milwaukee. It says it's going to be Price versus Burns. That's not accurate. Human and human. All right, so here we go. Pitching wise, I always check the pitching matchups way ahead of time before I even start the Friday games. So it's supposed to be Blake Snell versus redhead Brandon Woodruff. All right, so against the lefties, here's the Brewers ranked by OPS versus lefties. Now, they got 2 guys who have incredible numbers, but when you see 500s and 1000s, tend to think those are 4 or 2 at bats, right? So, unless somebody's dying to see Corey Hart and Jeff Jenkins,
no,
I think we're all right. So,
we're getting Gorman Thomas in. I love it. There we go. Don Money, Gorman Thomas.
I love Don Money. I did not know who Don Money was before we started Eternal Baseball. And that's sort of how his career went, because he played in Milwaukee and he was a through the roof good defensive third baseman. But I think it was a rookie the same year as Brooks Robinson. Jeez. So guess how many gold gloves Don Money won, right? Yeah.
That's like Andy Reddick and Roddick in tennis, right? Sometimes you just get born in the wrong era.
Wrong era, man. Sorry about that. So it looks like, wow, Yount's the best in everything. I was going to lead him off, but he's much better in slugging.
Let's put him in the 2-hole.
You want him in the 2?
And then let's see here.
I think you want to split your lefty in here somewhere. Maybe Cooper in the 3?
Why don't we lead Cooper off? Let's put Gorman in 3. No, why don't we lead him off? What do you think?
Oh, lead him off. Okay. I think Cecil Cooper is one of the most underrated modern players. He was incredible. Maybe Boston shouldn't have traded him. Just saying. So Gorman, 3rd or 4th?
Let's go. Let's put him in 3-hole.
Okay.
Just because it's a blessing to see his photo. So if we get that one extra bat at the end of the game.
You just look at that photo, and the last thing I think is center field.
Just
right? But yeah, that's about as Milwaukee as it gets.
That's just like old American right there, around just Americana. I love it.
I look at that photo and I think Natty Light. That's what I think.
Natty Light.
Natty Light. Oh, look at this. Camera grease again. He'll back your play. Down the 2-hole.
I'm sorry. We're overruling you. We're overruling you on that one, Cameron. I'm sorry.
Gorman does have a low batting average, but I think
Gorman stays.
Well, he doesn't play that much. Let's see what he doesn't always start. He's only got 107 at bats, so he's played about half the time. So maybe it's just.
I guess we got to get Braun in, huh?
Yeah, even Brewer fans hate Braun, right? But the numbers play. It's probably Sexton. Excuse me. Richie Sexton hit a ball in Arizona that hit almost above the entire black of the batting eye. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
What was he, like 6'6", 6'7", or something?
He was a monster.
Monster leverage.
If you've never seen it, go put in Sexton Diamondbacks and watch this thing. It's ridiculous. I think I put a hole in the hefty bag on top of that. So Sexton will be in here somewhere. He can play first base or DH. He's probably DHing. He plays a terrible left field. You want Braun or Lucroy next? The stats say Lucroy.
I don't know. Should we put Don Money in the 5-hole? He's never let us down.
He's only hitting 200, though.
He has never let us down, though.
You got a feeling? All right.
I do.
Don Money, third base. 7 is a little low for his range, but fine. Here we go. Yeah.
It's a fair point. But...
We're playing the hunt with Gorman Thomas.
Yeah, we're going with our gut.
Yeah.
Gorman would approve.
Man, I forgot about Russell Brandon. A lot of people forgot about Russell Brandon. All right, so Lucroy catching. Man, we have a photo of Don Money with wearing the
you still have those next to your desk?
Man, everything's gotten moved around in the holidays, but I had some badass internet sunglasses that have wandered on me, unfortunately. But I mean,
we'll do it in post.
Yeah, we'll find it later. But Don Money, I should just make it his photo, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's him wearing the glasses with Thug Life next to him in the dugout. Absolutely fabulous. Oh man, Ryan Braun will play left. He's actually not a bad left fielder. And then our right fielder is
Yelich. Oh man, we got to get Molitor in though.
I mean, if Molitor hits 9th,
that's fine.
He's second leadoff, so that kind of works. But yeah, Molitor second. All right, so there we go. Not bad.
Yeah.
So check
I have a good feeling about this game. I think we're gonna take it.
I mean, we're playing Tampa, but they are kind of hot right now. So they're facing a righty, sort of OPS by right. Aubrey Huff has been very good. So
this lineup, man, is just so uninspiring. it's like looking at the Angels, man. It's like,
Ben Zobrist, though.
That's true. It was good.
He'll probably be in center field. No offense to eternal hottie Kevin Kiermaier, who the Tampa girls loved, but all glove and no bat for Kevin Kiermaier. Travis d'Arnaud, who was only there 1 year. He hasn't played long enough to unseat anybody on any other team. So they get Travis d'Arnaud. That's not bad. Andy Diaz is probably first base.
Got to get Carl Crawford in.
Huff moves to right. That lets us play Longoria at third. Arozarena probably in. Actually, he'll go in right. Huff will DH. Brandon, is it Lau or Low? I always forget.
Yeah, it beats me.
The computer will tell us. It never gets names wrong. He'll play second. Carlos Pena is sitting. John Flaherty's sitting. Carl Crawford, left field. And look at this. The only place you'll ever see Willie Adames. Are we really going to play Willie Adames?
What's the alternative? Zobrist?
Logan Forsythe, or we can move Zobrist. That frees up center field. You could slide Crawford to center field.
Man, so uninspiring. Just hit play.
Or no, Willie Adames. Hey, how about Wander Franco? It's the only place you'll ever see Wander Franco. All right,
man.
Willie. Go ahead, Willie.
All right, Cameron's got it. Let's see. Brandon is low.
Low.
But Nathaniel is low.
Man, make up your mind.
All right,
man.
thanks, man.
All right, so we'll try to make sure
Big save.
Gets that right. And with that, we're ready for baseball.
Pitching for Milwaukee. 3.
Does it sound
Brandon
good?
Woodruff.
Right.
We're good.
Look at that
Tampa
beard
Bay,
on Woodruff.
Center fielder, number 18.
How is he recovering? Is it
I think he's
looking
supposed
okay?
to be back mid-year.
Yeah.
Maybe not for the start of the season, but he signed that kind of popular 2 year or 1 year with an option thing for a guy coming off Tommy John. I think he had Tommy John, but any kind of arm injury. You see guys a lot re-sign with their current team because they're comfy with that medical staff.
Yeah.
And then they know they're not going to pitch the first year, but they think they'll get it back the second.
Or was he having shoulder issues? Even worse, right?
It was something with his throwing arm. So,
yeah. I mean, you pray for an elbow if you're a pitcher.
Yeah, you can fix that, right? I wonder if Woodruff is red up top too, because there are some guys who just have the red beard who are being sneaky.
The Messi?
Yeah. So we'll see. That's why Messi's so
the fans demand to know.
Messi's a secret redhead. Who knew?
Italian?
Yeah. How many innings are we going to get out of Blake Snell today, you think? We'll see. We'll see. All right.
Cameron, highly doubted 62 in Milwaukee today.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man.
Hot dogs.
It's eternal baseball. I do like that we can see a little bit of the slide here. It's just a shame it's not a beer mug at the end. All right, so we'll give control of Tampa.
We've got a good-looking squad. I'm fairly confident we're going to dominate tonight.
I hope so. I really do. So computer gets control of Tampa. We're Milwaukee, and we're off to the races. Oh, allow Snell to pitch on short rest? He's not on short rest. Unless they pitched him in relief, and
First
I didn't see it.
baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Rob thinks we're going to get 3 2/3.
He's stretched out. Should be all right. I loved it when Snell did he throw a no-no or just a complete game last year?
I can't remember.
He had one or the other, right? Or maybe both. But he was like, good, now I don't have to answer the innings question anymore. It's like, yeah, it's your first complete game ever, dude. It's not like you exercised that demon. I mean, I'm sure it felt great, but
small sample size.
Right? Nobody's going to call you Iron Man Snell now, right? It's one game. Here's Yandy Diaz. Come on, Ryan Braun.
Jump.
Here we go. Rob knows what's up. No hitters. First complete.
Designated hitter, Aubrey Huff.
Aubrey Huff. Easily having their best season. Will Zobrist challenge Braun? He will not.
Catcher, number 37, Travis D'Arno.
I mean, that's not
terrible. I've heard worse. Yeah.
We're going to let that one go.
So better than I expected.
Yep, that can stay.
Strike 3.
Third baseman,
there we go.
Number 10, Evan Longoria.
All right, Evan.
Ball.
Oh, boy. This next pitch is going to be really important.
Right fielder, number 56, Randy Arozarena.
Pretty good. Look at Christian Yelich coming in. Ain't no thing.
Pitching for Tampa Bay, number 4, Blake Snell.
Says Snell can go 80
Leading off for Milwaukee,
pitches. That's about
first baseman,
what Snell throws anyway, so I'm not worried about it. It is kind of ironic that I think on full rest it said, hey, he may not be able to throw many pitches. Are you sure you want to start him? So anyone who says this game's not statistically meticulously accurate, I say fie upon you and your family. Here's Cecil Cooper.
Ball.
That's what we're talking about.
Is this early Coop or late
Look at
Coop?
this. Young Coop.
Send him.
86.
Let's make something happen.
Yeah, and D'Arno is a 5 range of 4 arms. So
all right, here we go.
He says Cooper didn't get a good jump. Now he's 61%.
That's hugely disappointing.
Yeah. So we could make the out and take, but it's 0-1.
No, let's
Let him hit. Oh, the check.
Oh, here we go. Where are we at now?
88.
Send him.
Beep, beep. Off he goes. D'Arno with the
That
throw.
was a good jump.
He's in
All
there.
right.
And now, okay. 13% take care. We'll let Robin hit. People,
Cameron's much more fundamentally sound than we are.
right? We don't wait till nothing. We wait till the number starts with a 7 or an 8. Robin Yount doesn't get enough credit, man.
He doesn't.
Starting shortstop in the big leagues at 18. At 18, I was trying to find my car keys on a weekly basis, right? Like, come on.
Yeah. And he could have been the Marlboro Man. I mean, this guy.
Good point, too. And when they decided to move him off of short, he went and played an even better center field. So
yeah, man, he and Biggio.
Yeah, Biggio especially, right?
Oh.
Lines out to what I like to call
Thomas.
preening schmo Willie Thomas. Man, I got tired of him in Tampa. Here's your boy. Wait a minute. Where is it? Here's your boy. Oh, he's over here. Check out all that majesty, right? Like, come on.
I mean, you can just picture the entire Brewers lineup just on horseback out in Wyoming.
Sexton.
Wearing chaps but no underwear. Yeah, totally see that.
Cameron cutting pizzas at Little Caesars. Nice.
Yeah, right? Dude, Little Caesars.
My first big one was $6 an hour for delivering appliances at Sears. And I was like $6. Like I was like, I'm in the money. Different era.
Random question, not applying to anyone in particular. I heard some of those furniture delivery guys would rip up the floor of some houses they delivered to occasionally. Did you ever hear about it?
No, not of what you speak.
All right. Maybe it's probably a wives' tale. It's a myth. Here's Richie Sexton. Oh, look at this. Cecil Cooper's in on that. Come on, Cecil.
We're sending him. He's in.
Crawford, you bet.
Oh, man.
Not sure where you throw to third. Oh, now, Don Money. Come on.
So good.
Where those sideburns are rocking. A dribbler to Adamas. Run, Don, run.
Oh, he's there. He's in
there.
Catcher, number 20, Jonathan LaCroix.
A little red in that beard, too.
Man, LaCroix, man. He signed a deal like right before the whole framing thing came into be. Yeah, I mean, he probably left $15 million on the table if he had signed 1 year later before all the framing stat stuff came into being.
When they get the pitch challenges or the robot umps in, watch those framing salaries coming up. So second, third, 2 outs, 1 and 2 to LaCroix. Oh, does it get through? It totally does. Come on, Don Money.
We're sending him regardless.
91%.
Of course.
Send Money home? Yeah, because he's Don Money. Dude.
Amazed even through.
Left fielder,
we
number
got to send LaCroix. You have to. We're doing it.
That is not so much credit to LaCroix as an indictment of Travis Darno.
This is house money right now. Let's do it. Oh, come on.
Number 8.
Wait, I don't regret that.
I don't know if he said low or loud. We'll find that next time.
Left fielder, Carl Crawford.
Crawford's an incredible bunter, but probably not with 1 out. I mean, it looks like a bunt. Mulder's got it.
It's just good to see Mulder there, too.
Number 1.
Yeah. Willie guy doesn't quite get his due. Here's Willie Adamas.
Left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
A 28 pitch first inning doesn't bode well for Blake Snell's
3 2/3 might be about right.
Inning longevity. Yeah. Okay, hang on a sec.
Yeah, who is available?
Listen to a couple here. Corbin Thomas looks. He kind of does. The Brewer Devil Ray bullpen. Actually, they've got. Well, there's one guy who's real good. Let's see here. Tampa Bay roster pitchers. So Kevin Kelly has been incredible.
It's King Kelly's grandson?
Probably. Or it might be King Kelly wearing a schnoz. Who knows? Jake McGee, not bad. Pete Fairbanks, okay. Fernando Rodney, okay. And then it starts getting a little rough. Andrew Kittredge.
Rodney might be their best arm, huh?
Yeah, Adam and Balfour.
Or Balfour.
Balfour
had a couple good years, right?
Yeah, but this isn't one of them. But and over on the other side, just for equal, John Axford hasn't pitched much, but he's been good. Bob Wickman's good. Devin Williams is good. Dan Plesac is good. Josh Hader's been okay, but we know that arm. I mean, he's got a 4.32 ERA and a 14 strikeouts per 9 and a .96. So I got to believe that's like one bad game, right? So I believe in Josh Hader. Not as much as I believe in Devin Williams, New York Yankee, though. But that's
fine. Hey.
Love it. Here's Ryan Braun.
Right fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
Ooh.
Whoa, hey.
Is that right, or is it Yelich?
Man, was there an update?
Oh,
I think it's Yelich. Pete.
Right. Brewers pitcher Pete Vukovich played Clu Haywood in the original Major League.
I wonder how that came to be. There's got to be a good story on.
Probably right. I know they had a couple of real big leaguers in that, but here's Christian. Oh man,
Let's get there.
Popping it up. Run it out, Yelich. You prima donna.
Second baseman, Paul Molitor.
Oh, it is Yelich. It is Yelich. Huh. Okay.
Is it Yelich? All right, I'll get that. I'll fix that. Molitor's a great bunter, but not with 2 outs. Run the igniter. All right, fine. Here's Ben Zobrist.
Pat Borders was in it. Interesting.
I didn't know Pat Borders was in it. All right. Yandy Diaz.
Jump Gorman.
Yeah, he's got it.
Gorman Thomas. Hurt. Oh no.
Diaz tweaked a hamstring, but he shook it off. All right, fine. Aubrey Huff. Yeah, that doesn't have the distance.
Borders got picked off first. Interesting. You got to watch that movie again. It's been
a
long time.
They couldn't make that in a million years. Nope. No. Here's Cecil Cooper.
Is that one where they have one of those dark screens before it plays to tell you about how it's insensitive and all these?
Heavily. I mean, just the basic content, right? Like any league would license their logos to have one team trying to lose on purpose to move to a different city.
And it's the offensive Indians logo of all of them, right?
And one of the greatest Yogi Berra lines from Wild Thing shows up and he goes, "Look at this guy. Awesome." Robin Yount tapping the third. Man, fine. Never liked you anyway, Robin Yount. Okay, here's Captain Caveman.
So good.
Walking.
I mean, that's a guy that, if he put his mind to it, I bet he could beat Wade Boggs' record on that cross-continental flight or whatever.
Yeah, could be. I bet he could steal second if we told him there were Funyuns on the other side of the bag, but not at 22%. Oh, Sexton got a lot of that. Maybe not enough, though. It looked good. It wasn't. Here's Travis d'Arnaud.
Take I
just can't get over how bad Crawford was in Boston, man.
Yeah. I mean, they had a real string, right? Crawford and Gonzalez and Panda, right?
Well, I mean, Panda was like, that was ridiculous. I don't think anybody looked at that deal and was like, oh. But Crawford, when he signed, I was like, oh, man. This could be a big issue for the Yanks.
I was excited that he was leaving Tampa because he was a thorn in the Yankees side.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Boston. And I'm like, that's the worst thing ever. Great.
Yeah.
He was just a flat tire in Boston.
Just, I don't know if he was overwhelmed or what, man.
I don't know if they probably played him in left. I'm trying to remember. So he played left most of his career, and left field in Boston is a postage stamp, right? You just got to be able to play the monster, which is not easy. But for a guy who pretty much made his living with his legs, maybe it wasn't the best idea. Here's Randy Arozarena. I'm kind of miffed, not that I'm a Red Sox fan ever, but that Mike Yastrzemski is a free agent and Boston has no room in their outfield.
Man, get that guy off just as a bench bat.
Just God, I mean, they're trying to move I forget his name, their outfielder from Japan that they gave way too much money on the way. Yoshida, I think. But this is also the team that gave up on Mookie Betts for nothing but salary relief. So
that was crazy.
Terrible deal.
Oh, Rob was, let's see, Mussina's perfect game, babe. Interesting.
I think you might be right. Ugh. And he also points out, rightly so, who wouldn't steal the base. Here's Don Money. Blake Snell's in trouble.
Oh,
Injured.
Pitching
What
for
happened?
Tampa Bay, number 10,
Let's see.
David Price.
It just says Snell is hurt.
Oh, man.
David Price now pitching for Tampa Bay.
All right.
Fair enough. Speaking of Mookie Betts and a trade only for salary relief, just saying. Here's Lucroy. It's going to be a race. It's not even close. All right. Ryan Braun. Sobrist is on that. Here's Carl Crawford. Hey, leading off, and he's a phenomenal bunter. Lucroy's got a 3-arm. Let's bring corners in, or at least third base in.
Got a couple more comments, too.
Just looking here. Steal the base, grab the Funyuns, step off, and fair. And you get more Funyuns. Blake Snell got hurt. Who knew? Yeah, and then, of course, you got to go full circle with it. Go back to dugout. And don't share them with anybody. Let's see if Crawford was thinking bunt. He was, but up the first baseline.
Good bunt.
Man.
We bought some chicken and a biscuit a little while back for my kids. They were unimpressed, I think is probably the best.
Yeah. There's a reason why we ate all the wheat thins in the before the chicken and biscuit were at the bottom of the barrel. Hey, Crawford's only a 94% to steal.
Jeez.
Cameron
says pitch out.
Yeah, I agree with that, right? Yeah, let's do that. He's off. Throw.
Oh, he's got him.
Got him.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that.
Johnny LaCroix.
Keep him coming, Cameron. We need the help. Here's Willie Adames.
I think he's got it.
Bronze.
All right.
Yeah, once in a while, I'll take a picture just of the box because it makes me laugh. Who would have thought of chicken-flavored crackers would be a good idea?
Just ran with it. Remember our friend Greg? Our friend Greg used to love it. That's the inside joke because our buddy Greg, who unfortunately passed away at a young age, but man, he would eat those with the cheese whiz. He'd like put cheese whiz on it too. Oh man.
The 1 minute version of the story, which is better with more time, is that the bunch of us at age, we'll say 21, went back to Greg's house one night, late at night, and Greg had too many, and he wandered down the hall. He was the host. He went to the room. We were dying hungry because nothing's open late in our small town. So he brings out 3 boxes of crackers. Then he goes down to the hall. He says, I'm going to go use the restroom. Not in those terms. And then he doesn't come back. Turns out he just collapsed on his bed, fell asleep. So the 3 boxes are wheat thins, Ritz, and chicken and a biscuit. And we're hungry, man. So the 3 of us just hit the wheat thins. But the box is still there with the bag in it. There's no crackers in it, right? Then we kill the Ritz, right? The Ritz are done. And then we're playing Nintendo, doing something else. Who knows? And then Greg wanders out, maybe an hour and a half later, sits down on the couch, like the rest of us, picks up the wheat thins, shakes, nothing. Looks, gives us the stink eye. Picks up the Ritz, turns it upside down, nothing. Gives us the stink eye again. And then he picks up the full box of chicken and says, paraphrasing, bunch of goddamn bastards. Eat all my crackers and leave me with chicken and a biscuit. For the win. That's how I'll remember Greg Rivers.
Oh, Lordy.
All right, I'm taking a 40-second timeout here. Hang on. We're going to go dark. I'm helping somebody up the stairs. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Hang on.
I noticed at our Walmart, you walked in the main door for the grocery side. It was, and they were putting out all the stuff for New Year's. The first display was chicken and a biscuit.
Peanuts here. Get your peanuts.
I don't like stepping on those.
Yeah, station ID. That's good, Cameron.
What's it make it?
We just needed this is when we should go to Beastmaster for a little bit. Wonder how long we could get away with on YouTube. Maybe about 35, 40 seconds maybe before they'd nuke us.
All right. Our first commercial break. We're getting big time now. All right, so we got to hustle to get this game in, especially with Blake Snell. Oops. Here's Ben Zobrist. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, I cranked one. Dang it.
That ain't coming back.
Well, we really should have cut to be a Beastmaster.
Yeah, it would have been big time here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We do need to stay. Oh, yeah, that's really written consent. That's a good point. We did need a station ID. And as Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3. Unless the third one is chicken and a biscuit. Yeah, Rick Dempsey. So you wouldn't believe the Oriole fans screaming that Rick Dempsey wasn't on their roster. And I'm like, I mean, he could pick it. He was a great defensive catcher. Nobody beat him in a rain delay. But so Zobrist won for the Cubs.
Cubs and then Royals.
It was Royals next. That's right. All right, here we go.
Nice.
Yandy Diaz. Come on, Gorman.
He's got that can of corn.
No, he doesn't. Fair enough. Yount would have caught it. Hell, Yount probably could have caught it if he got a good jump on it. Here's Aubrey. Woodruff is falling apart on this roto.
Guess we got to get someone up, huh? Darn it.
I mean, it's only the 5th inning, but he's 19 pitches out, so maybe we'll get a lefty.
Dan Plesac.
Right? Yeah, might be the guy. Hang on. Milwaukee roster. Batters. Who's our lefty? It is Plesac. Who knew? And not his son.
Cameron. Let's see. Yeah. Royal Zobrist. We knew a kid named Royal growing up.
God. What an absolute mess that guy was. Yeah. One time my brother, when I was young, what would I have been? Maybe 10. He was like, "Hey, Mark, will you go get me a soda from the fridge?" I'm like, "Get your own soda." And he said, "Get the soda and I will give you a royal reward." I'm like, "That sounds pretty good." Went and got him soda, brought it back. He gave me like a button for a shirt. And I'm like, "What is this?" And he says, "The kind of reward you get from Royal." Yeah, it is. I mean, it is Rays Brewers. It has been kind of a anecdote-filled show with a commercial timeout too. Here's Travis d'Arnaud. Luke Rowley says, "Be careful."
I'm not getting paid enough.
Right?
There's the frame job. Nice job, LaCroix.
Here's Christian Yelich. Now that we've got it right. There we go. Is he in the test? Randy? No, he's not. 95, Roto.
Gone.
Should I just have him steal third? Like straight across the
That's the same one.
Just shoulder block David Price. And Price is a lefty. And he can't hold him on better than that.
It's on.
Off it goes. Yeah, Darno doesn't even throw.
Blaze Royal Zobrist. Huh. Okay.
I gotta be honest with you. That's pretty rough. Right? He should have named him Devil Ray Zobrist and then just dropped the devil off the front after a while. Just made him Ray Zobrist. That would have worked. Here's Paul Molitor
Ball four.
walking.
Big inning. Here we
Remember
go.
that double steal
Ooh, dude, that is
with nobody out.
no.
56 on the front end, 87 for Ball.
Man, that's tempting. What do
Of
you
course,
think?
You got the top of the lineup coming up too with nobody out and 2 men on.
All right, I guess we can't do it.
Well, we'll see if that 56 comes up at all. But Cecil Cooper does just what we didn't want.
Oh, I thought he went to third there for a sec.
Cooper into the double play. Now we got Yelich at third, 2 outs, and a 10% to steal. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Here's Robin Young. Walking.
How did we get out of this? Man.
We had 2 on with a chance for a sweet double steal, and we played it safe, and we got hosed. All right, so it looks like Woodruff might have enough for 2 guys, Longoria and a Rosarena.
Perfect.
And then it's Plesac time.
Dive Gorman.
He didn't need to. He caught it in a lawn chair. He was just comfy out there.
He and Rod Beck just hanging out.
Dude, couldn't you see them in a buddy cop movie?
Oh, I'd pay to see that.
Right, with
I'd go to IMAX for that one.
right, with like Tino Martinez as the uptight captain. You 2 guys have got to stop breaking the rules. All right, so it's Plesac time. Come on in, Danny. Brandon, you pitched pretty well today.
Decent effort.
Pitching for Milwaukee, Dan
Man,
Plesac.
that's like,
Look at that windbreaker.
yeah,
The warm-up
that-
jacket.
that is as low res as it gets. I got to work on poor Dan Plesac. There we go. Brandon's done.
There you go.
Out of the inning, here's David Price.
Gorman.
Come on, Corbin.
Big time. All right, send him.
Come on, Corbin. 21%.
Sneaky fast.
Sneaky fat, I think. He plays center field, but doesn't really look like he should. Here's Richie Sexton.
Strike
Oh, here we
three.
go. Hang on. We got story time with Cameron Fletcher.
Kissing the ass. I love it.
That's pretty slick. Here's Don Money. He's a pretty good bunter, but with 1 out, Don Money is money. I forget sometimes.
Go 3.
25%.
Ugh. Gorman, you're not giving us much to work with there.
We got to stop being surprised when Gorman's not fast. He's got to be like, hey, coach. Gorman, Thomas III, no, we're fine. Here's Lucroy. Oh, with a tapper right at Willie. Get it back.
Oh, man, we keep hitting right to Thomas.
Here's Ryan Braun, everyone's favorite Brewer.
Strike three.
Sitting down.
Hero.
The fans are almost happy that he failed.
Man, we're leaving a lot of ducks on the pond.
We are in a tight game. Here's Carl Crawford. Let's see how far we want to put. Well, Plesac's only thrown 3 pitches, so we got a little room here.
I haven't had Funyuns in a while. Are they as bad as I remember?
I like a good onion ring, but I was never a Funyuns guy. Hey, Crawford's only 95% to steal.
I like a good onion ring.
Yeah, noted speedster, Gorman Thomas. Yeah, we're going to try that whole pitch out trick again because I can't do anything with 95% of Carl Crawford. He doesn't go this time. No, 94. Stay close, Carl. 98. Fine.
Should we just give him the bag?
I mean, he's going to take it anyway, right? Oh, he doesn't go. Willie Adames down the line. Come on, Ryan. Lovely.
All right, we got more fun in action here.
Oh, here we go.
A couple times a decade.
There you go.
There's just so much. I mean, the amount of options you have when you're even in a convenience store.
Yeah.
I mean, the old days, maybe there's like 4 different things you could buy. Funyuns were one of them. But now, I don't know. I can't imagine just walking out with one of those.
The boss at work had his kids in today, and one of them's like a 5-year-old girl, and she came up and said, "Dad, can I have some of the blue Doritos?" Like, that's awesome. I didn't know they came in blue flavor. But
What is the flavor? What is it?
Cool Ranch.
Gotcha.
The king of Doritos. All right, so Police X got a little room here.
Harvest cheddar sun chips. I would venture into those. I'd try those.
That's not bad, actually. And their garden salsa's not bad.
Oh.
So sun chips, 2 thumbs up. Here's Ben Zobrist. Oh, look, now Crawford goes on a hit. Look, who's throwing out running Carl on a hit right to the foul.
I don't know. We got a chance.
No, we got no chance. We're tied up because of Dan Plesac.
Honey barbecue twist Fritos. Huh. Interesting.
Okay. I think I've had those. I'm not mad at them. Here's Yandy Diaz. And after this, we're getting somebody warming up.
Strike 3.
All right. Because I would like Plesac to pitch to lefty Huff, but then we got back-to-back right-handers, and he's getting tired.
John Axford. Should we put Axe in?
It's either Axford or Wickman. Either one works.
You choose, man.
Or Devin Williams. But
yeah, let's put Williams in.
He's a beast. I love that he throws a pitch called the Airbender. That's pretty awesome. I mean, it's like a slider, something. It's like a slider, screwball, knuckleball, rising pitch. It's pretty amazing. Okay, Devin Williams.
Oh, Cameron, sorry, man. Left you hanging there.
Snowed in. Yeah, the snow's coming here tomorrow too.
Are you in a big? Oh, is this the big Canadian cold front coming in?
We're getting hit a little bit, and my brother in Jersey is going to get a bunch. So be safe out there, folks. Okay, Devin Williams warming up. Plesac's last batter. Aubrey Huff with a little tapper. Paul Molitor's got no problem with that.
Pitching for Tampa Bay, number 51, Jake McGee.
Jake McGee looks like he's making that noise Hamlin used to make, right? Where he'd go with the flips, the squeak. Yeah, I can't do that anymore. I used to be able to do it. But we're behind, so we got to get moving here. Foul ball. Fair enough. Christian Yelich. Not quite enough.
Yeah.
Paul Molitor.
Ball 4.
Oh,
there we go.
Paul
Send
Molitor.
huge mistake, McGee.
78, that's fine. Go for it. He's off. It's in there. 19% to steal third.
Cecil's going to come through.
I hope so. 0 for 2, Cecil. Okay. No. Can't steal with 18 on the front. Come on, Robin. Run, Cecil.
Not another one.
Run,
Jeez.
Robin. Come on.
Lordy.
What a rip. Okay, so Plesac's out. It's Devin Williams time.
Pitching for Milwaukee,
Man, he needs
number
a new
38,
pitcher.
Devin
Oh.
Williams.
That poor guy. All right.
Oh, man, Cameron, you got some.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, wow. Well, stay safe out there.
Yeah.
You can probably order those barbecue twist Fritos through Amazon, right? Maybe do an overnight, quick overnight.
or come full circle and make somebody bring Little Caesars to you. Yeah. Now we're talking. Evan Longoria, fly ball, doing nothing. And 2 down. Here's Randy Rose. Right.
Pinch hitting for Tampa Bay, number 17, Austin Meadows.
Wow.
Well,
All right.
Rosarena is only hitting 237, but
That's where the drones come in.
that's what I'm talking about. All those drones over New Jersey at night, just have them come west and call the FBI if you know anything about them. But don't worry, they're totally normal.
But don't worry, I love it.
I love that the FBI is like, it's totally normal. It's not a problem. There is no threat. But if you know anything, here's the helpline. Oh,
man.
That's Indiana is in trouble.
Shoot.
Nothing here yet, but we'll see. Austin Meadows pinch hitting. We got a lot of that.
Did he get it? I can't believe that move paid off. Come on.
Austin Meadows.
What?
Oh, look at this. Rob's got it all figured out. Now we connect the dots. Man, Devin Williams. Kind of disappointed, man. I'll be honest with you.
I wish the FBI would have just said, like, yeah, it's cool. It's nothing bad. That's all they got to say, right? It's like, we can't tell you what it is, right?
Look,
But when they're like, oh, we have no idea. It's like, that's your entire job. Like, it's over our airspace, right? Like,
I assume it's military somehow.
yeah,
right? So
fine. Just
tell us, don't worry about it. It's good. Okay.
It's like when I tell my son, right? It's like you ask me a question. It's like, sorry, man, you're just not old enough to really, when you're old enough, I'll tell you all about it, but we're not quite there yet, right? Just give us that bit, right?
Yeah, it's fine. Here's
but at least paying a little bit of competency.
Yeah. Grant Balfour, who's been Grant Balfour this year. Gorman Thomas. We need a run.
Ball four.
Oh,
There
it's
we
a good
go.
start.
Send him.
Maybe we got a pinch runner. You never know. Who steals bases? Well, it ain't Jeremy Burnett, so that's for sure. Oh, look at these plotters. Burnett's, Contreras, Cirillo.
The kid stays. Gorman
Wait,
stays.
sorry, these are replay stats. We want to look at stats. That's it. Carlos Gomez stole 37 bases, and guess what? He plays center field.
But he's so much less charisma, though.
I'm true, but he also will steal this bag for you.
All right.
Yeah, you know it's right. Go get him. Go, Gomez. 95, Roto. 95.
Let it rip.
Oh!
Gorman Thomas would have made that.
Man, look at this. Yeah, might have been, Cam. Might have been. Here's Richie Sexton. Sitting down.
It's falling apart, Webb.
Don Money's 2 for 3.
Come on, Donnie.
Ball four.
He's walking.
There we go. Send him.
Oh, we could pinch hit Bernie Mac. That's a good idea. All right, Luke Croy. Here's the conspiracy.
King Kelly.
Could be.
I
All right.
love how he's just taking on a life of his own.
Now he's got conspiracy theories about him. That's pretty good. Devin Williams probably isn't going to pitch a lot longer because I'm mad at him. So let's get Hader up just so we can use him. Crawford sends it. Let's see if Gomez is on his horse. That's fine. Adames is better against right-handers. So I can hustle Hader here by visiting the mound. Devin Williams appears tired. Yeah, he's pitching tired. So let's get the hair in here.
Pitching
Look
for
at that.
Milwaukee.
There we go.
One.
The flow
Josh
is tremendous.
Hader.
Popping him up. Luke Croy is going to catch this one behind his back because he was always a show-off.
It's like dodging photographers.
Here's Ben Zobrist
Strike three.
sitting down.
Pitching for Tampa Bay.
Oh, look at this.
Number 56.
Oh, man, we're going to win this.
Yeah, right?
We got this.
It
Here
is
we
like,
go.
It is kind of like Rodney to pose as he comes in. Right? Where it's locked down. So let's just check. Rodney is a right-hander.
What we got?
Milwaukee.
Ben Ogilvy, maybe? Burnett.
Versus right. Yeah, we got Burnett's.
I'm cool with that
Good.
move if you want to do it.
He doesn't play well. He plays a bad left, but if we get to see him in the outfield, I'll be thrilled.
We'll take it.
So, yeah, because Yelich we're going to want to keep in. I don't know if we did. We might do Ogilvy for Molitor. That's possible, but this is the money play right here.
Pinch hitting for
Look at
Milwaukee,
that.
Jeremy Burnett.
Is that the squarest face you've ever seen in your life? Holy smokes!
He had a jaw, man. That's an old school jaw. Bill Friend.
He's got to have a flat top under that hat, right? Just to complete the effect.
He's got that 1950s jaw.
Yeah, it does. All right, let's see it. Let's see if there's any happy days from Jeremy Burnett's. Run, Jeremy, run. Oh, wait.
He made it.
No.
Oh, can we replay that one?
It won't even, no option to challenge. Yelich. Run, Christian, run.
I think we're driving Cameron crazy with our decision making.
Right?
Yes, we're on. Here we go.
I got Yelich
93. We got to send him.
Do we hit and run or do we steal?
No, we got to send him.
Yeah. It's a good point about Jeremy Burnett.
It's like that old Colbert bit with instead of Carl Rove, he would just he called it Ham Rove. He was that ham with the pair of glasses on it.
That's
so good.
All right, Yelich, off you go. They don't even throw.
Dude, okay, we're doing it.
So
Now we just need Mulder to jack one.
the stats say
Ogilvy?
for OPS versus right, Ogilvy's a 903. Molitor is an 841. That's not a huge difference. But
do we even have another second baseman though?
who else would play second? I think there's
Cirillo? I guess Cirillo.
Cirillo qualifies, but badly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you want Ogilvy, go for it, man.
Does anybody want to see us pull Paul Molitor though?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Rodney's gonna blow this. It's a sure thing.
Strike
Duh.
Nah, dang it.
Man, every turn of the screw here is against us. Cecil Cooper.
Just a base knock. Come on, Cecil.
Oh, he hits him.
Dead ball.
Yeah. Listen to the crowd. Not happy. 84% for Cooper, 42 for Yelich.
No way Yount goes over 5, right?
It's got to be Robin Yount for the win here. Come on.
Oh.
Foul ball.
Oh, I thought that was a pass ball. Dang it.
The mask of Darno. We got some. I don't think that's enough. Zobrist puts it away.
How did we lose to Tampa
from Miller
Bay?
Park.
My
Tampa
goodness.
Bay 4, Milwaukee 3.
Tampa's
Jake
hot,
McGee
Roto, I'm
picks up
telling
the
you.
win.
5 of that last 7.
Season. Devin Williams gets the loss. He is now 1-1. Fernando Rodney gets the save. Number 7. Austin Meadows hit home run number 3 on the season. Ben Zobrist hit number 4.
Zobrist.
Time of the game.
Man, Snell, if he didn't get injured, he would have made 3 2/3.
Yeah, I was scrolling up here just to see if I could find it. It was Rob's prediction, right? 3 2/3.
Yeah, close.
Man.
Oh, man, we got shut down by Rodney.
Can you imagine picking 3 2/3 innings for Blake Snell and coming up that was too much? Yeah, he won't make it there. No way is he getting 11 outs. Like, oh.
It was Burnett's a 163 hitter. Oh,
Well, overall, but his numbers against righties weren't bad.
that job plays though, Cameron.
Yeah.
Did Woodruff?
No,
Oh, man.
you know what, Cam? We'll do this. Let's do this. This is even after after today's stats are in here. So bat left versus right, OPS versus right-handed hitters, or right-handed pitchers. Hold on, let me flip it. Burnett's is a 927. He's hitting 273.
Okay. Redemption.
A 552 slugging. So the math was sound. The execution sucked. But that ain't me. No, it wasn't. Ryan Bro. 310. Yeah, but a lower OPS. So
I'll give you both some credit on that one.
yeah, both good, both quality options.
That was a sound argument on both your parts.
It's not like it was a lunatic call, but again, everything we did today pretty much didn't work. So love it. But that's kind of how it goes on Eternal Baseball. And it ended up being a pretty good game. So appreciate that. Appreciate you guys joining us.
Yeah.
We do this every Sunday night. We'll have another matchup next week. Again, if you could help us out, like and follow our pages. Like I said, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. We're at eternalbaseball.com all the time. We'll have fresh scores up every day except Friday. Friday is when our newsletter goes out, which is completely free. Sign up for that at eternalbaseball.com. And Happy New Year to everybody, right?
Yeah. Here we go, 2025.
Happy you're with us, and we will roll on here in season 5. And we will see you all next week for another thrilling edition of the Eternal Baseball Podcast.
Thanks, everyone.